An Idaho state trooper attempting to stop a car chase in progress narrowly escapes death on the side of the road.
I just looked at my car and it was completely demolished, and I was just relieved that I was alive and still in one piece.
Sergeant Matt Manning thought he'd seen everything in his almost 25 years in law enforcement, but a call to the Fort Hall Indian Reservation almost becomes his last.
I was at the state police office in Pocatello, and we received a call requesting assistance from us in trying to stop a suspect vehicle.
October 2005, authorities are in hot pursuit of a man suspected of kidnapping and battery. Sergeant Manning and several other Idaho state troopers leap into action, driving toward the chase.
We heard on the radio that the pursuit was headed back towards our direction. At that point, we positioned our police cars in sort of a gauntlet for the approach of the suspect.
The suspect is racing toward them at more than 80 miles an hour. Manning and his fellow officers are in position, and after waving through another driver, they lay spike strips down across the highway.
The ideal situation to deploy the spikes is in an area where you have guardrails or bridge abutments, or some area where you can funnel the suspect's car into and still provide yourself with some cover should the car try to go a different direction.
Each steel spike is 2 to 3 inches long. If driven over, the spikes pierce through and quickly deflate the tires, eventually stopping the vehicle.
We had spike strips across both lanes into the grass, so there was no way that this van was going to go through without being spiked.
Sergeant Manning, seen here on the right, waits for the fugitive to arrive, but not for long.
I move towards the back of my police car because I see that the suspect vehicle is across the center line now, aiming right for my car. I didn't want to run out to the left or to the right and get run over, so I just waited till the suspect vehicle was committed in one direction.
The van is barreling toward the officer at a tremendous speed, showing no signs of slowing down. With the vehicle right in front of him and with almost no time to react, Manning makes a split-second decision and jumps into the embankment to his right. The driver of the van slams directly into Manning's cruiser. The impact caught on video by a dashboard cam in another squad car. When the van hits, Manning is standing only a couple feet away.
And there was a tremendous bang, and I saw it out of my corner of my eye, my car just going up and back, and it felt like it was traveling right over my head. It was an eerie feeling.
The speeding van crushes Manning's police cruiser. Car parts and glass fly in every direction. The collision sends the van spinning out of control into the middle of the road, barely missing the other cruiser filming the incident.
After the collision, I realized I was okay. I was looking around at my other fellow police officers, making sure everybody was all right.
Incredibly, no officers are hurt during the impact. As other units arrive on the scene, the troopers remove the spikes and scramble to reach the injured driver. The suspect is extricated from the van and rushed to the hospital.
I've been a state trooper for 21 years, and this situation was definitely one of the most intense ones I've been in. And certainly one of the most amazing videos, quite spectacular. I'm just happy that it all turned out.
Minutes after he escaped death, Manning and the other officers gather round to watch the dramatic video playback from the police car.
When I saw the video, I realized how close the situation was and how fortunate I was to be alive and still able to walk around after the crash.
In a surprising twist to the story, the crash is not Manning's last run-in with the suspect, who was later convicted of aggravated battery.
We stopped the car for a problem with their license plate, and it was at night. I walked up to the car, and it was the suspect that ran into my car, and he was out of the hospital and awaiting trial. He apologized for the ordeal.
Still on the beat, Sergeant Manning has a new outlook and some sage advice for his colleagues out on patrol.
Exercise extreme caution when you're in a situation like this where you're deploying the spike strips. Make every effort to get yourself some cover and do it in a safe location.